in our times, in the times we're living, just love, respect, give back to community, and embrace life.
Welcome back to Live with the Hive. I'm your host, Janice Jokkel, and today I am so excited to introduce to you a man that absolutely brings music to Medina County, and we're so excited for you to be introduced to him today. Tom, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah. So tell us what you do.
So 15 years ago, believe it or not, ORMACO, Ohio Regional Music, Arts, and Cultural Outreach, I founded the organization. I was living in Europe, had most of my career overseas. I came back to the area, grew up in Homerville, of all places.
Okay.
And I said, what can I do to give back to the community? Where is there a gap? Where is there a need? And so I discovered that one of the first things that schools / funding for are music, arts, and culture. So ORMACO was born. I sat around the table with some friends, came up with the crazy acronym ORMACO, Ohio Regional Music, Arts, and Cultural Outreach.
Okay.
And our mission is to make music, arts, and culture accessible to everybody, and then we focus on programming for underserved, disadvantaged, and rural populations.
Okay. And Homerville is that. Very rural area.
So I made, exactly, so I made full circle. I was living in London, England. I came back initially to Medina.
What were you doing? Let's pause for a second. What were you doing in London? Because I'm dying to hear about that.
So I have a very complex career path, but I was running a publishing unit for Pearson. So Financial Times, Pearson, Prentice Hall, was running a publishing imprint for them. I was developing marketing and PR books in the UK and Europe.
Okay.
So that's what I was doing. I was a publisher essentially, academic publishing.
Okay, very cool.
So that
okay,
was
fast
great.
forward to today.
Yes. So anyway, came back. Anyway, so I came back. Ended up in Medina, and then almost 5 years ago, my mother sadly passed away, and I grew up in Homerville, so I made full circle, and I found a wonderful 10-acre property around the corner from where I grew up. My father is still there. He'll be 93 in April. And I've taken this property. You must come out. Everybody
I've already been with Cindy Jones and our friends.
That's
yes,
right.
Yes,
and so I'm turning the property, the 10-acre property, into sort of a cultural center for music, arts, and culture for ORMACO, and that hopefully will be my legacy.
Wow.
So we've already had some music events out there, some arts events, some cultural events, and the plan is to develop that property for the pleasure of all the people.
Wow. And you live on that property.
I live on that property.
Yeah, it's a beautiful house.
Thank you.
Yes,
Thank
yes.
you.
I had the pleasure of coming out and
That's
hearing
right.
the steel drums.
That's right.
Yeah.
So I had the steel drums there, and I'm sort of holding off on doing more programming there because I still need to build the infrastructure.
Yeah.
I need parking. I need outdoor restroom facilities.
Yeah.
And I already have some picnic tables, but I'd like to put some installation art out and just really make it walking trails and really make it a place for people to enjoy.
Wow. I always say, build a brand that leaves a legacy.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's what I'm
So
doing.
that's what you're doing. So that's awesome.
So I call the place Heartland.
Oh!
So heart. So in there is the word art.
Yeah.
From the heart, art on the land, Heartland. So that's the name of the property.
Wow, that's
Heartland.
fantastic. I go to Heartland Church, so that's pretty cool.
Oh, okay, very good.
So tell us what you do. So you're passionate about music and the cultures and the arts, but you do some programming here in Medina that people can come.
Right.
So tell us about that.
So what people don't necessarily realize is that we have throughout the year all kinds of school programming happening. So for instance, we have songwriting for at-risk youth happening. So we used to do that at Garfield. It's now shifted over to, is it Blake Elementary School.
Yes.
Blake. So there's been sort of continuity with that songwriting for at-risk youth program.
Okay.
We do after-school music lessons in collaboration with McPAL, the Medina County Police Activities League.
Okay.
So we provide free music lessons. We now have at Root Middle School steel drum lessons happening.
Oh my
for the
gosh, I
kids.
didn't know that.
We also work, we go in twice a year and we work with the Medina County Juvenile Detention Home or Juvenile Detention Center, and we work with those incarcerated kids. And we bring music and we bring programs to them that are transformative for these kids who are on the brink at home and at school. We also do all kinds of school assemblies, outreach programs. So during the year, really our main core is, the core programs are going into the schools and offering music, arts, and cultural programs. Twice a year we do something called World Tour of Music, where we bring in world music, again, in the schools, in the Juvenile Detention Center, and libraries, and we have a culminating concert at the end of the week. So coming up actually in March, we'll be again in schools, libraries, etc. And we have a partnership with the Akron Summit Public Library as well. So we do a lot in Medina County. We do most of our stuff in Medina County, but we do stuff in surrounding counties too.
Oh, okay.
So we have this called the Oblivion Project. So it's going to be Nuevo Tango, New Tango, the music of Astor Piazzolla, who was instrumental in bringing new tango to Argentina in like the 1950s. So it's going to be a week of educating people about Argentina, the culture, the people, the food, the music, and focusing on the music of Piazzolla. So, and then it culminates in a concert, and children are involved in that culminating concert too.
Okay.
That's really the crux is the school programming, but we also have library programs. So we have once a month a Wadsworth Library concert, 1 hour program, free.
Free, yeah.
Again, most of our programs are free, so we raise the money through individual contributions and grant writing to make as many programs free as we possibly can. So we have the Wadsworth Library programs, the Medina Library programs. We have in the summer, we have jazz and opera under the stars, which is now part of the cultural fabric of Medina County. So
right on Medina Square.
Right on the square.
Yeah.
So again, we raise the money to make that happen. 4 jazz concerts, 1 opera. Bring your lawn chair, bring your picnics, and enjoy top-notch music right here in Medina. And people come from all over, which is great. We get 500 to 700 people who come from all over for our Saturday night concert.
Wow.
We're also doing, we started a collaboration with the Medina County Park District last year too, where we do.
Oh, they're part of our partnership.
We do I think we call it folk in the park. So we work with them and we bring a concert. It was last year at Buffalo Creek, and it will be again this summer.
Okay.
Go to our website, ormaco.org, to find out our upcoming programming. But there'll be a collaborative program with the Medina County Park District this summer too. We also do bus trips. And
I was on one of those bus trips.
Little did I know, when people years ago, okay, we're already in year 15, we started doing trips to Playhouse Square.
Yeah.
And so we get on the bus, we have, wine is flowing, we have a lunch, we have cookies, chocolates, etc. We have a really fun time. Go to Playhouse Square, see a show, and then come back. But then people said, well, why don't we go to the Toledo Museum of Art? Why don't we go to Pittsburgh? Why don't we? So we started
London.
Or London, exactly.
That you just came back from.
This is right. So little did I know, all of these bus trips now have culminated. Now we're doing international trips. So last year we did a London theater trip.
Yep.
Really successful. So much fun. We
So
did a
bummed
trip
I couldn't go because I had Achilles tendon surgery
Oh
and I
my
couldn't.
gosh.
There's no way I could
There
have
was a
walked
lot of
that.
walking
There
on
was
that.
a lot of walking. Yeah.
And then we did Italy as well last year. We're doing again this year in September, Umbria. And Jane Berkner, who helps me, and my board president, Mike Schruffler, are going to take a group to Umbria. And there's the St. Francis of Assisi Festival.
Oh,
so people
okay.
will enjoy that. There's 4 more slots left on that trip. So if anybody wants to go on that trip to Italy, call me, 419-853-6016, or go to our website and learn more about it. And the same goes for, we're taking a group to see up to the Shaw Festival in August. So
Okay.
that'll be fun. I have 12 more slots left on that trip. So we're going to see 3 plays at the Shaw Festival. We're going to go to a butterfly conservatory. We're going to go to some wineries.
Oh,
it's
very
going to be a lot
fun.
of fun. Next month, and it's sold out immediately, we're taking 50 people down to the Biltmore Estate.
Oh, yeah.
Down in
Yeah.
Asheville, and things have, since the flooding and everything, things are much better there now. So we should have a wonderful time. So we do these cultural bus trips as well.
So you're an event planner that you probably didn't even know that you were going to be an event planner now, right?
I had no idea, but it's serving.
Life evolves.
It's serving a purpose. I
Yeah,
mean, so
you're filling a need.
People are saying we would never do this if you weren't offering it, or we
Right.
would never drive down to Playhouse Square. It costs a fortune now to park your
Yeah.
car. Individual tickets are
Yeah.
really expensive. To go out to eat is a fortune now. So they get on our bus, and it's interesting because even some people will drive from the southern suburbs of Cleveland to Medina to get on our bus to go to Playhouse
Well,
Square.
you know what's going on, Tom?
What's going on? Tell me.
People are craving community.
They are.
People are craving
They
to
are.
be amongst other like-minded people. And you have created and bridged that gap for people that want to be with like-minded people. People that love the arts and the theater and hearing music. And, you are bringing something to life that is much needed in the communities, because let's face it, there's all kinds of garbage going on in this world today. And if we could have that one break in life that we can, I am a testimonial because I was invited to your property. I was invited to a bus trip, and just it's almost like I pressed pause in life for a brief moment, and I got to enjoy life. And I love the theater. My kids we were ticket holders for years as they were growing up. And just, investing in their future of loving the arts as much as I do. And so I appreciate everything that you're doing, because you are absolutely
much.
infusing something into this world that is going to leave a legacy, because you are making a massive difference in this,
Thank you so much. It's so kind of you.
slice of Medina County, but in the world,
You know what's really interesting is, okay, the organization is now in its 15th year. And so I'll be out and about, and some young kid, maybe early 20s or a late teenager, or, they'll come up to me and they're like, "Aren't you the guy who brought us the Tuvan throat singers to our school?" I'm like, "Oh my gosh, yes. Aren't you the guy who brought the steel drum? Aren't you the guy who brought..." They remember. It has impact. It has lasting impact. And that's what's so special. And what's so, for me, so rewarding is when we go into the schools and the kids react, and they're not there chit-chattering away or being rude or disrespectful. They're really into the program that I bring to them. And that's what is so rewarding. Or even at the end of a bus trip, or end of one of our little mini trips that we go somewhere, people are like, "This was so much fun.
Yeah.
This was so rewarding. Where's the next trip?"
Yeah.
And what's interesting is a lot of the trips that are evolving are a result of people saying, "Let's go here. Let's go to the Shaw Festival." So we're going to the Shaw Festival. Yeah. Let's go back to Italy. We loved it the first time. Let's go again to another part of Italy.
Yeah.
I mean, so it's all, the organization is growing organically.
Yeah.
And our programs are in demand. And I'm only one person. I've got a team of people that help me. But we just enjoy so much when people come and say, "Do this, bring this program."
Makes your job a little easier, right?
Teresa Merkel from the Friends of the Cemetery called me yesterday. She said, "We really would love to have a classical concert at the cemetery."
Oh, wow.
She said, "Just, let's collaborate and do that." And it's, again, as you know, as a businesswoman, it's all about collaboration.
Yes.
So we've got the school collaborations. We have the library collaborations. We have the Park District collaboration. So that's what makes us strong and makes us successful, is the wonderful collaborations we have with other amazing nonprofits and organizations in Medina County and beyond.
Yeah. Well, if you're a philanthropist or a giver, giver's gain is I love to be able to give back. And some people give in their treasures or their resources or their time or talent and what have you. And that's my way of giving back, is to shine the spotlight on people like you. And you are making a difference.
Thank you so
Absolutely
much.
making a difference. And I loved hearing your story today. So we end our time together to share words of wisdom. What words of wisdom would you like to share with our viewers today?
Words of wisdom, just in our times, in the times we're living, just love, respect, give back to community, and embrace life. It's so important because we never know what tomorrow will bring.
Right. Yeah. How powerful. Thank you. I know you're a very busy man, and you will be able to find, here at the Biz Hive, our team creates a publication called the Community Connector 330, and every issue we highlight all of your activities that is going on in the community.
I appreciate that. I see that.
Yeah,
So I really appreciate that.
And so you can go to cc330.biz, and that will get you to our events calendar and our current issue. And so, or you can go to your website, which will be on at the end of this video. But thank you for your time. You are doing a lot of good in this community, and I wanted everybody to know about you.
Thank you so much.
So,
Really appreciate it.
yeah, no problem. Until next time, we appreciate you as a viewer. My name is Janice Jokkel, your host, and until next time, toodles.
Armstrong is proud to support the community and local businesses. As an Armstrong Business Solutions customer, the team at the Biz Hive supports their community through Armstrong's high-speed internet connection and reliable service. Watch Armstrong Neighborhood Channel on Channel 100 or visit Armstrong Neighborhood Channel